Alright, today's the day. We're done with this Peg Perego Polaris Slingshot and we're shipping it out to Illinois today. And this is basically the instruction manual because this is all custom. The customers has no idea how to operate this thing, so we're going to do the review and the instruction manual visually. So we start out with a stock Peg Perego Slingshot. And we've upgraded it to 24 volts of variable speed. I added a stereo system, which you can see the bullet speakers. And it's also got a fail-safe parent remote on this lanyard here. And we'll get into how to operate all this stuff. But basically, if the kids are getting in a dangerous situation or too close to the road, parent can push and hold this button, and it's basically like a brake. As long as they hold this, it will not go anywhere. I don't have a test driver, so that is going to be the instructions of that. Basically going for a cruise, and car pulls out, bam, you got to push this, and it will deactivate the gas pedal there. Okay, I guess we'll get right into it. We'll just do a walk around. These don't come with any lights whatsoever, zero. So what we've added is halos for headlights. We've got osmium super fluxes for running lights and side markers in the mirror. And for driving at night, we've got these ultra bright driving lights. Those are super popular. Another thing we've done is customize the wheels. We've done a carbon fiber over a gunmetal gray base coat. And we've added some taillights and stuff here. So let's get into the instructions. So, kid wants to go for a ride. You've got to turn the rocker on. That engages the main contactor. Bam. These are your rocker switches. This one's for your normal driving lights. And this one is for your super bright driving lights. Middle switch for middle lights. And this one right here is for your underglows. So those are off. Push it down to turn it back on. Now the underglows, you can actually change the colors quite a bit. I've got it in random mode where you keep it here and then you push this and it changes different colors. It can do fades of all different options. We'll push this a few times and show you. You know, you can play with it. You know, it's single color. We'll probably ship it to them in a red, or maybe even that. That'll get people's attention, strobe effect. And then if you take it out, it will just do colors. So you can change the color like a color wheel. But we'll put it back to mode there and turn it on. So we'll probably deliver it in that strobe mode. All these components right here are your brake resistors, your brake relay, reverse relay, just a bunch of stuff that makes this system operate. If any of the accessories don't work, here's a fuse. I believe it's a 10-amp fuse in there. So we'll check that first. It makes me nervous, you know, shipping this, you know, hours and hours away. I can't just have them drop it off if there's a problem with it. We've got 24 volt batteries. If the unit doesn't operate, it's probably a trip breaker here. If there's too much weight or they bog it down, check that first. This is the step down converter and this is the controller. This controls the variable speed and this is the stereo system. I'm not going to ship it with this memory card, so basically this is an SD card. You load your music files on there, your MP3s, MP4s, whatever they are. So I'll leave that in there to test it. You can also hook up, you know, your MP3 player right there. One very last important thing in here is, since this is 24 volts, these gearboxes, it's touchy with 24 volts. So what we've added is a potentiometer, and all the way clockwise is full voltage. Basically, this is race mode. I cannot warranty or guarantee this thing will not melt gearboxes at that speed. So if you've got a kid talking trash in the neighborhood and he wants to race, you turn up the boost. But normal driving mode, turn it all the way down and that will be a daily driver mode. You know, basically we turn this thing into a race car. You wouldn't take your race car on a road trip, so we detune it, and that makes it last longer. Daily driving, get your 45 minutes of run time. Okay, so that's pretty much everything under the hood there. Some of the accessories here is in the dash, we've added a custom Lexan wrapped dashboard here. You just push this and that turns on the radio. It's got volume. You can switch your which song it is. You know, I'm sure these are all copyrighted, so YouTube will get mad at me. I've done that before. I've edited video and put it up there, and they kicked it out because I had copyrighted music. So basically that's it right there. I'm going to show you some of the running features. So let me put this up on a block and explain that. Okay, I've got the unit up on blocks to show you the variable speed. And that's accomplished by what's called an ESC, or electronic speed controller. Basically, it pulses the signal of voltage, and the further you push down the pedal, the faster the pulses get. Just like your gas pedal in your car, when you push it further, it's shooting more fuel into those injectors. So it's the same concept, but it's electric. So with that, what we get is you push it just a little bit, and you can go slow. And you notice that it rolls to a stop. Now here's full throttle, and this will be a quick ramp up. Alright, for demonstration purposes, I have rigged up our shop model here with 24 volts. The exact same setup, 24 volts, wired in series there. And this is what you get. And this is, we never recommend this. It can be unsafe because the gas pedal can actually weld shut. That switch in there can melt and you'll have a runaway vehicle. And more importantly, you're going to melt your plastic gearboxes because of friction and burn up your motors. So that's why we detuned that model to turn it down to 18 volts. And this is what you get. So you press this pedal, it's harsh. And you can see how it abruptly stops too. Well, that's the motors shorting out, basically becoming generators. So you picture you got two 60-pound kids in here, which is the 120-pound rated weight. You are going to abruptly stop this. You're going to skid. You're going to wear out tires. You're going to get holes in them rapidly. And it's just really, manufacturers love it because guess what? They don't make money on the units. They make money on the replacement parts. Wheels, you're going to end up paying like $30 shipping, $40 for wheels. So you got 70 bucks in, you know, wheels. So we love this mod. I mean, it's the only way we go. So you give it a little bit of gas. And then this is a cool thing that we haven't done before. So this is the first for us. We've actually used a East Coast Powerups ESC kit. He sends it. It's an all-in-one kit. It has instructions and everything. So we'll take this out of the way, the seat. So I'm going to do this here with my old foot. Put it in reverse and give it a little bit of gas. And you can see that we've added a reverse light. It's just a cool feature. We are all about scale realism. That's what we like to do. And we are going to do an official race against a stock speed Slingshot and a CKC custom modified variable speed 24 volt Slingshot. We're calling this the Carbon Extreme Edition. So what we've got set up here is we have a 56-foot racetrack set up, and we have our timing system. And what I'm going to do is activate it here. So they are ready to stage. So you guys go ahead and pre-stage and stage. Here it goes. And the custom 24 volt walks away, no surprise. You can see that it's twice as fast. Alright, let's look at this thing. Alright, so how this thing works, turn the radio off please. It's actually got a variable speed pedal here, so the further down he presses it, the faster it goes. And then that pedal on the left there, that's the brake. So when he hits the brake, it engages a relay with a resistor, so it's got dampened braking. So, charging. It's obviously 24 volts. It's going to come with this charger. It's a monsterscooterparts.com. It's 24 volts. It is a 1.5 amp. So, basically, you plug it into your wall. And in the side, you can see this little port. You just line up the little groove. See that little indentation there? You line that up with the indentation there. And it's in charge mode. When it's done charging, it stops outputting voltage because it knows that the battery's at full, and it'll be green. No more stock chargers that keep charging and kill batteries. Again, manufacturers love that. They charge $70 for a replacement battery because you didn't unplug it when it was at capacity. I can't think of anything else that I forgot to explain to the new owners. You know, right here I guess I can do this. I can push the gas. Oh no, look out for that car! And you press this, see the button on? It basically locks up the brake relay and disengages the contact. Super cool little add-on for safety, because I know the kids are, I think, 3 and 4, something like that, so they're not, you know, the most knowledgeable in traffic safety and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Please like and share this video. As I've mentioned several other times, you know, we've been contacted by TV producers, and we'd love to be able to build even more extreme ones than this, but it's got to have the budget. You know, we've got some crazy ones out there, $2,000–3,000. So if we can get us a little reality show going, you would see some crazy builds. Yeah. Alright guys, this is Jonesy with Custom Kids Cars, and thanks for watching.